My name is Matthew Williams, and this is my 3-minute dissertation. I am, and have been for the last 7 years, by profession, a trauma counselor. In the working of my profession in counseling trauma patients, I have discovered that with many of them, they want to know more about what is going on with them and what's going on inside their own head to help with their therapy. They want an understanding of what has caused the problem in their head and what has caused the situation to stay the way it is. In doing so, I've tried to explain to them that despite their fears, despite their beliefs, that this is something new, that there's some kind of freak, that this is something that has never happened to any generation before theirs, that this is not new. I've tried to show them that this is something that can happen to anyone in the right circumstances. However, they've been lied to most of their life. That's where a lot of their trauma comes from. So they want something solid. They want something that they can look at, that they can read, that they can see the research and see that this is the case. And I found out that that didn't exist. There was some research that goes as far back as the Civil War, but beyond that, it was piecemeal at best. So what I am trying to do, what I am researching and what I am studying now, is finding a way to prove to these individuals that PTSD, or something very similar to it, has existed for as long as there has been trauma and conflict, which is to say, forever. In doing so, I am having to search all the way back and to find pieces of evidence from each of the previous eras. And in doing so, the more I do, the more I find that there are corollary symptoms that have taken place in the past. We're finding some symptoms as far back as the ancient Assyrians. And there are evidence during Greek terror. There's a plethora of Greek evidence. There is 13th century France. There is early modern warfare. This has been happening for some time. It's just that no one has ever sat down and cataloged it before. And since they haven't, and since I can't just simply sit back and expect someone else to do the heavy work, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm researching the history of PTSD. It's not that there's always been a diagnosis of PTSD. That's something modern. However, the symptoms or corollary symptoms have indeed existed as far back as the Greco-Roman era and probably even before. All we need to do, all I need to do, is to put it all down on paper, prove that this is not something that is brand new and not something that shows a weakness in the current generation, and get it out to the people. That's what I'm up to. Thank you very much.